Hey, good afternoon, everyone. David Adelson here with Innovate Orlando and the Orlando tech community. And I'm here with my friend Donovan Pyle, who's one of our champions inside of the Orlando tech community. Good afternoon, Donovan.
Yeah, good to be here, David. Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. You know, it was so good to see you at the last 10X event. And there were so many people lined up just to see what you were up to and what Health Compass was all about. And obviously, it made me want to learn a whole lot more. So I figured, what better way to do it than, on a recording and let all of our Orlando tech communities members know what you're up to. So Donovan, I'd love to learn, obviously, about you and how Health Compass came to be.
Sure. So, I never set out to start my own company. It happened kind of by accident, and it's become a vocation, truly. I was actually working for a traditional benefits brokerage firm in 2018, and I actually got terminated for helping our clients achieve their financial objectives, helping them save money, and protecting them from insurance carriers. And so this became a calling. And I was told during my termination that, hey, you're putting some of our bonus money at risk by moving business away from one insurance company to different, other options. And that's when the light bulb went off for me. And it's like wow, this business is totally insane. And it's all about the financial incentives of the industry. The architecture of the industry is so misaligned against employers and their employees. And I said, you know what, let's build a different architecture so that we can actually align ourselves with our clients, sit on their side of the table, and help them achieve their objectives.
Yeah, I love that, Donovan. As an entrepreneur and someone who's led companies, one of the most complex things really is benefits. And it's setting up that infrastructure, and it's probably confusing for a reason, because of all the intricacies that happen behind the scenes. So now you have Health Compass, and it sounds like one of your core missions is really just making it easier for entrepreneurs to activate, but also to save money.
Yeah, absolutely. So you touched on something that's really important, that the industry has become unnecessarily complex, and by design. It doesn't need to be this complicated, but there's people that benefit from that complexity, and that really works against employers. So in the present state of things, employers waste $300 billion a year on healthcare. And they do that because no one really teaches them how to finance and procure it effectively. That comes out to about $2,500 per employee per year. That should be on your bottom line, but instead it's being wasted it's being given to vendors who, let's face it, their financial interests are diametrically opposed to yours. So, starting a business, of course, you need to be focused on your minimal viable product. You need to be focused on getting your first customers, and everything else that distracts you from that is undermining your success. So, what we've done at Health Compass over the past, we're coming up on our fifth year actually, in October. And what we've built out over the past few years is a number of productized services to support businesses in all stages of their growth, from a startup to early stage, to a growth company, to an enterprise level company. And we've done that because, again, HR, let's face it, HR people are overworked, underpaid, sometimes underappreciated, and they're not really trained on benefits, right? So most companies don't have any in-house expertise around what's become typically their top three expense on their P&L. And not only that, but the fastest growing financial expense on their P&L. So we've built out these different productized services to help companies. Our number one focus is to help procure the marketplace. There's payroll companies, there's all kinds of insurance vendors out there, point solutions, digital technology solutions out there. I mean, it is just endless. Mm-hmm. So, what most companies really need is someone sitting on their side of the table, helping them build out a benefit strategy that supports their human capital strategy, and helping them know where to invest these benefits dollars.
Yeah. Well, that's significant. And when you say numbers like $2,500 per employee, that becomes a real compounding effect. And we have so many young companies here and startups that's a make or break number really at the end of the day. It's definitely good to have companies like yours, specifically Health Compass, sitting in our corner to help. So that's a great benefit to our community. That's absolutely awesome.
Yeah, appreciate that. I'm super excited for the opportunity. I mean, we're looking to really, number one, focus on our local community here and help our local businesses and by proxy, their families. I mean, let's face it, we're impacting, the employer market procures healthcare for 160 million Americans. And so, it's just a massive opportunity to really improve the financial and physical health of our communities here.
Awesome. Well, we want to make sure that you get out there and our Orlando tech community knows who you are and what you're doing. So how can people get in touch with you?
Sure, you can reach out to us on all the socials. I'm on LinkedIn quite a bit, for better or worse. And yeah, of course, if you want to come to the Citrus Club and have a cup of coffee or meet for lunch, happy to do that. But you can also reach me, send me an email. It's donovan@healthcompassconsulting.com, and look forward to having a conversation.
Yeah, that's awesome. Donovan, I've had a chance to learn a lot more about you recently, even setting up benefits for ourselves. And you've been absolutely exceptional, but you've also been incredibly eye-opening as well. So I love that you're on the entrepreneur and the business owner side. And I think that's a huge differentiator for you and as well for our community. So thanks so much for joining me today. And we'll make sure we make sure everyone aware of who you are.
Awesome. Thank you, David. Appreciate everything you do.
You bet. Cheers.